Hi, welcome to Alicia's Artful Fancies. My name's Alicia and I fancy painting a sheep portrait. Or at least I did like a year ago. We'll get into it now, but please bear that in mind when watching this. And we'll see more why maybe that's a good thing or not at the end of the video. So here I am in my usual sense of being, fleeces, and it is, oh Jesus, don't know if you can see that, 10 to 10 at night. And this is the usual sort of time that I want to get started, unfortunately. But here we are. And I am starting a new project that is going to be on a black canvas. I have never used those before. So this should be interesting, and I'm going to try, again, different technique. I'm just kind of making up as I go along because it's on black canvas. We are going to be painting a sheep in a similar experimental background as the Bridgerton portraits that I've been doing. But yeah, I'm just basically gonna play because I'd like to enter it into a local show. So, but the category is sheep because it's the sheep festival. So yeah, and then we are, how long out? 9 days out from the show, and I'm starting now. Yeah, this is pretty normal for me, so let's get started. So I've got it taped off for a bit of experimentation, but my desk setup usually looks like this, and now I need it to look like this, because I learnt last time not to get paint everywhere. Oh dear, time to give it a go. Okay, well, my aim was to be able to flick this, but it's a little thicker than I was anticipating, so I may have to try something a little different. Oops. So this is a colour that I used on my Penelope painting, which is why I don't want to use it all up, because I might end up using some of it, I'm not sure yet, on my corresponding Colin painting. So yeah, don't really want to use it all up. So So it seems I'm doing quite a drippy wet mess background. I figured we could see what this looks like and what this does, especially since it's quite dark anyway. I'm wondering how this will react with the other paint colours I've already put on, because I also don't want it to get lost in the black background that remains. So maybe this being so liquidy might be interesting. I think I might need to put down some more protective stuff, because as much as this desk cleans up quite well. Whoops, as I slop it below the desk. Whoops. As I was saying, as much as this desk cleans up rather well. I'm not sure I literally want to drip this everywhere, but maybe too late for that. Oh well. When I've finished doing this background, because it's going to need time to dry.
How long that'll take?
Oh, it's a piece of string. And how much paint am I going to get on my pyjamas? Oh shit, I've just seen how much paint's on this lampshade, and it isn't mine. I'm also kind of losing the drippiness of my brown. So I think I might stop that there for now. Kind of lost some of the precision or thinner marks, should we say, that were made by the brown paint by doing that. It's kind of just made it run. I'm not sure how much I like that. So maybe I'll be stopping this here. I don't know how much you can see. So yeah, I'm not sure how much I like that. But at least my big drippy mess isn't going to dry out, which means I can do another layer tomorrow. And this is dried out a bit. Maybe. Wonder if I can leave this alone for tomorrow. This is what I've got so far, and I hate it. I truly, truly hate it. I don't know what I'm going to do. I say that, I do have a vague plan to move it forward. But yeah, at the moment I'm really hating this. It's just not going how I wanted it to, but I need to keep moving forward with it. I've got, like I say, a vague plan to how to kind of move it forward a little bit from this. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to work, but I've just got to keep going with it. It's a learning curve. I don't usually use a lot of colour. These sort of backgrounds I've been doing in my paintings recently is the new experimental part of what I'm doing, and I just have to kind of take it on the chin with that a bit, really. I've got a timeline and I need to stick to it, so I've just got to keep going and hope it kind of comes together in the end. I would say I got to go get on with it, but I don't, because I need to go to work first and come back to this yet again this evening. We'll see how it goes. All you can do is keep moving forward, keep pushing through, and hope it all comes together in the end. have completed the next part of this painting, and I still hate it. I just, don't be wrong, I preferred this part to the top, but still not loving this. So I thought I would show you that fact and tell you that fact before I move on to the more detailed black and white face. I'm really hoping that it kind of pulls it together and yeah, starts to look something more along the lines that I like, but who knows right now. Yeah, I best go crack on with it. So this is the paint I have been using as a quick comparison. Can't see my canvas, my camera's in the way. Like, look at the coverage between the two, it's ridiculous. As briefly addressed at the beginning of the video, I painted this painting a year ago. It was for the Sheep Festival, which is why it was a sheep. And I entered it into the equivalent of the county fair section type of the festival, where people enter jams, which I also did, and artwork, and what else did they do? Photos and vegetables and that kind of thing. And I will show you, one second. And for this painting I got, yeah, that's right, a first place, which I can't say I was too happy about, as I also entered another picture which got the second. Yes, I know I should be grateful, but I actually preferred my other drawing. If I can find a picture of it, I'll pop it here. But yeah, because at that point I still very much did not like my painting. And then I stuffed it away in a crevice over here amongst my units and have not looked at it since. So I'm going to look at it now and see if I still hate it.
A few moments later.
Okay. Let's just say I don't love it. I don't have the deep burning hatred for it anymore, which is something, but yeah, it isn't my favourite. I'm not even sure I can tell you why right now. I just don't like it. And annoyingly enough, yeah, I've had quite a few people tell me they really love it, including Jason, which really winds me up because I don't like it. Yeah, when I feel like I've done a really good painting, I have like a connection to it in that I don't want to give it up, should we say. Like these three behind me, I would be in no rush to sell those, to give them up. I would love to do prints or something from them maybe, if people were interested in the image, but yeah, I wouldn't be rushing to sell the originals. This on the other hand, take it. I don't want to look at it. So yeah, I guess that's my summary on that. Yeah, I'm not even trying to be critical of it in terms of the actual painting, because yeah, I don't know, it was a learning experience, I suppose. I can't really take much more than that from that. I'm really struggling to be critical, so if you've got any constructive criticism, please feel free to leave it in the comments, because I certainly cannot generate it myself right now. I look forward to reading your responses, and hopefully I will see you again soon. Bye. Okay, you can go back to talking now.
Jibba jabba jibba jabba.